from Varushka. Varushka, Varushka, and she's the one who set the bar. The girl from Varushka. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from Varushka. I once knew a girl in Wintermark. Wintermark, Wintermark. We had to do it in the dark. The girl from Wintermark. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. And now the Trods are calling me. Away from Wintermark. I once knew a girl down in Dawn. Down in Dawn, down in Dawn. 6'10" and full of brawn. The girl from down in Dawn. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from girls in Dawn. I once knew a girl from Old Highgard. Old Highgard, Old Highgard. Those priestly robes made me so hard. The girl from Old Highgard. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from Old Highgard. I once knew a girl from the Marcher's Land. The Marcher's Land, the Marcher's Land. She finished me with just one hand. The girl from Marcher's Land. And now the Trods are calling me. They're calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are calling me. Away from Marcher's Land. I once knew a girl in Urizen. Urizen, Urizen. I tell a lie 'cause I knew 10 girls in Urizen. And now the Trods are calling me. Calling me, calling me. Yes, now the Trods are
Oh,
I was enjoying that. Why did it end so abruptly?
I know, right? But this is
You
it.
warn me.
So it's only like 10 seconds, if that. But this is it. This is the new thing. This is our new stuff.
Endeavour.
So new look, new feel. Hopefully, everything new, and hopefully this will be. People can hear us all right. They can see us all right.
Hopefully so.
And then hopefully this will be more things to come.
Yes.
From this, so
more things to discuss.
Yes.
And do and travel for and that sort of thing. Carry on following that laughter. Okay, we don't have a carry-on feel to us, do we, Bolan? Surely? Hopefully not.
I hope not. Audio good, picture good. I really hope we don't. Yeah.
We may do. I don't know.
Well, who knows? Who knows? But so the main thing is that after we did Copenhagen, there was a real vibe that this has been a lot of fun. Yeah. And we bounce off each other really well, and we work well together. And the big thing though is that Digby's tash has actually grown in properly now. So, do Marcher. Would you like me to keep that question rhetorical?
Yeah. No. Yes. Also, to address these heinous allegations about my tash, we've spoken about this. I'm in my Stalin arc.
It looks better now, though.
It does. It's actually filling out, which is nice. So hopefully it'll be in a really good place come August next year for the second round of Oasis. More 30s LARPs. Yes. I'm so excited.
So I think that, I mean, a lot of the stuff that we came up with in Copenhagen, I think we started talking about it towards, it was like, I think when we were sat in the hotel at the beginning, it came up.
It came up it came up around point 3 as a, wouldn't it be funny if idea, and then at the end of the trip, it was very much like, actually, this works really well. We should really think about doing this seriously.
There was a lot of comments in the chat as we were chatting away.
Yeah.
That were really nice, really positive, and they were saying that we work well together, and everything sounds good, and it's funny, and it's on point.
It works as a format, basically.
Yeah, so we figured that would be a good thing. So I've added to my, I've set up a Throne account, because Throne is it's a thing that Dolly put me onto, which is like a gifting thing. So you set up like an Amazon wish list.
Yeah.
It seems to be all right. The format works. Digby's moustache less so. I think it looks really good.
I think it looks fine. Thank you very much. It's on my face. I've been growing it for
17 years.
I bet you about 2 months now.
2 months.
Probably not that long. Probably about 6 weeks.
When were we in Copenhagen? Oh, that was only a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
That was
as well?
2 weeks ago.
3
weeks ago.
3 and a bit weeks ago.
It was 3 weeks ago today.
Yeah, because it was literally 3 weeks today. Yeah, because it was the day before we came back the day before my birthday.
Yeah,
which would be the 3rd. So. Yeah, so we thought this would work quite well. We'd have a little chat and we'd do all those sorts of things. So I've set up this Throne account because I literally thought these will be things that we could use when we're filming.
Yeah.
So we've looked at. I put in for a tripod with the phone attachment, because then I can attach my thing with the gimbal, my camera with a gimbal on it.
Really good.
The
one that we ended up borrowing, it was superb.
Yeah. Mix done really, really well. So we've done that. So the bits goal that we've got up here as well is so that we can get some wireless mics. So when we do go, Niwa do decent tripods. You'll have to chuck us a link.
Chuck us a link,
matey. So all of that. So there's also a Patreon that we've set up purely for Two Chaps Go Larping. Best way to donate. Bits are good for little things, for stuff. The Throne account is good because you can literally, if you
outright buy kit that we need.
Yeah, so if you want to turn around and say, "Oh, I just want to buy you some mics," you can just go and buy it there.
You can do that. Yeah.
The links should turn up, and the more people chat, the more the links will appear. I believe is the way it works.
Yeah.
So we've got that. A lot of my filmmaking kit is Amazon and set brands. Yeah, I mean, it all works. So the bits are good as well, because I know a lot of people give bits, and so that's just a thing of over time. We'll have that much, and then we can get sorted. Can I summon them?
Depends if you set up a chat command or not.
I think I did, but I have to remember what the chat command is.
Yeah, I was just saying, can you remember what it was? Which bot have you got?
Moobot. Let me have a quick.
That commands doesn't work. That's Nightbot that works with.
Hey,
there we go.
It's a.
You haven't put the link. You haven't put the link in. You just defined what it is. We're professionals, ladies and gentlemen. We are professionals. We both get paid to do this shit. Can you believe it?
Wow. Do you know what the sad thing is, though, now? Is that if I click off of this, it will, both of our pictures...
Do you want me to go and find it? Because I'll go and find it if it will fuck everything. Right, how do I search for you on Throne, Hefty Yeti? Talk me through how...
It'll literally be Throne, Hefty Yeti. Cue the jingle.
Is it throne.com? Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's a good point, actually, Bolam. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get back to the intro vid, and I'm going to quickly go and get it all up. What have I fallen into? Yeah, we're doing really well. Right, we'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back here. If you link it to Helen,
Stand by, I've got to find which of these 900 windows I have open is our window where we're having a chat. Fuck, where'd it go? I'm a professional.
We're doing really, really well here.
Right, here we go. Helen, I'm whispering it to you on Twitch. Bam! There we go.
So that's the throne. The Patreon, I know the Patreon link just appears. Oh my god, have I done it again? I need to check.
Wait for it. No, there we go, that one's linked. Well done.
Fucking hell. Right, so I need to fix the throne one. But that's fine, we can do that. We'll get that sorted.
Yeah.
So, the point of all of this is that this is something that we really want to do.
Yeah.
So...
I want to take Dr. Morton to the Sahara.
To just
on that Sahara LARP, because I think that would be a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Although I need to check with work whether I can go to Tunisia or not. I think I can, but I want to run it past work.
Fine. Two Chaps Go Larping, the best thing since sliced bread.
Yes.
Excellent.
Sliced bread ain't got nothing on us.
No. It's more professional than us. That's for sure.
That's why sliced bread ain't got nothing on us.
So,
I think the thing that we need to get better at is during Copenhagen, I think because it was the first time we'd kind of done anything close to this, we were really bad at filming B-roll and actually doing the piece-to-camera shit that you're supposed to do for, like, vlogging.
I think if I put all of our B-roll and the travel bits that I got together, well, I'll put it together and you can put it on your channel. How's that?
That works.
We can put the best 3 minutes of your life together on chat. So, fuck it. It's going to be a laugh.
But good. Yeah.
The whole thing of this is it's to create more of an atmosphere. So I know we're doing this on my channel, but we will do the whole Two Chaps Go Larping, like a community games thing as well, which will involve.
We'll split content across both.
Yeah.
Depending on the audiences that we have. Because my audience is mainly geared towards gaming content and that sort of thing, any community games, community engagement that we do that involves the use of software. So if we were to play King of the Castle, for example, as joint rulers, we probably host it on mine because my audience is more geared towards that. But when we're discussing LARP and we're doing... What we could do is we could do director's commentary on each of the videos when they come out. And we could do that here. So we can do like a watch party because Twitch gives you that feature now, and it's literally just like
on when we put a video out for anything.
Yeah, we waffle for like 20-30 minutes to allow people to come into the channel, and then we go, and now we're going to watch the video, and we watch it alongside, and we can sort of pause it. You know, like we're going to react to our own content because that's how professional we are. We get two revenue streams out of one video.
Are we that? Yeah, we are that desperate, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
As your legal representative, I must advise against comparing oneself to Stalin. Thank you, Mariner.
Mariner. You know,
that's good.
I'm going to purge the Discord. I'm going to collectivize all the resources. I'm going to issue lists to Bolum because I know he wants to go on banning streams. You know,
it's good. I think something
Welcome
that would be
to Digbyist Discord.
Digbyist Discord.
It's a shame you don't like Paradise.
Wow, bold of you to assume I don't have lists. Yes.
Actually, on that note, I'm writing a LARP, Steve. I'm writing a LARP.
Is this the one that we've spoke about?
This is the one that we've spoken about called Succession.
Okay.
So, chat, have you seen the film The Death of Stalin? Because I'm writing that LARP right now. It's literally embryonic, as in I've got like 6 classes designed and 3 traditions. 3 people, 1 nation.
Well, we're done for the day. Thank you for coming. No, please don't ever bring that up again.
3 people, 1 nation. We're boring. You've only got 1 chance. I tried on the battlefield. I tried to get 10 nations, 1 empire going, and everyone looked at me like, "What the fuck are you on about?" And I'm like, "We're part of the empire. You know, get."
It would work,
I definitely didn't just knock down a fucking stack of cans on the side of my desk there.
I wondered what the panicked look was. But yeah, I think because it's more of a parlour LARP, wasn't it? Where it's it's a social, political sort of game.
So the idea is that Comrade Malenkov is dead, and 8 of the 40 or so players will be members of the Politburo. I might do more players than that, depending on how much traction it gets and how much interest it gets. But the idea is that there are 8 players who are members of the Politburo who start out being like next in line for premier of the People's State.
Right.
It's legally not the Soviet Union, because then I can get away from all the dodgy shit the Soviet Union. It's the People's State. It's a country that's very much like Soviet Russia that's not Soviet Russia. And basically there are classes there's apparatchiks who can access the state archives and make anything they want disappear.
Yeah.
As in they can literally go in and just redact a person out of history and just be like, nope, that person, find me a photograph of that person. That person never existed. You can't. There are agents who can pull people's secret police files and blackmail them with the contents. There's the old guard, which is basically old crusty communists who were there from the beginning who've been sidelined, who players have abilities where they can use key phrases to influence each other and make them get on board with their ideology. Old guard are immune to that shit because they've seen it all and done it all before. You've got war heroes who can interrupt any other player and stop them from using their special ability by yelling, "Not today!" and punching them. It's Zhukov, the class.
That's wonderful. I like that one.
And the last one is the oligarchy, whose special rule is they have to pretend to be one of the other classes, but if they get discovered, they get shot by the secret police because they're filthy, filthy oligarchs and not good communists.
That's brilliant.
But if they get discovered and they've got a massive check, because they're going to be issued with lots of checks for stupid amounts of money, they can bribe the person who has discovered them with a massive check. Those massive checks, if you're in possession of them, allow you to buy the result of a vote you want. So they're quite powerful bits of kit.
Yeah.
It's still still embryonic. It's still in the stage of where I'm writing it all and sorting it all out. But I'm hoping that I can run it probably next year now. Or 2025. It depends how long it takes to get it ready.
Yeah, so Ryan said, "You son of a bitch, I'm in." Mariners said, "Rebranding the Soviet Union. What could go wrong?" Maury has said, "Make everyone from the Bureau, but don't tell them." And then Mariners said again, "I'm writing all this down, and when the hay comes calling, I'm selling you all down the river in self-preservation." It's a good thing work lets me start drinking at 3, isn't it? Thank you, Merlin. My main question is, where would you run it?
Probably a country house somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd run it probably you need a big central room that everyone can mingle in. You then also need little committee rooms because the Politburo will be meeting in the Presidium Chamber and they'll be deciding on the really big shit, like should we move missiles to insert fictional Caribbean nation here? Who's going to organise Comrade Malenkov's funeral? That sort of thing. But each of all the other players that come will still be involved in. They're all members of a committee.
Yeah.
So if you're there, you're members of a state committee, and you're either directly working for one of the members of the Politburo, or you're someone who is just involved in the politics anyway. Because even though it's not the Soviet Union, the state is run by Soviet committees. I think I think the game brief says something like, it used to be that we would directly vote for the people who would be in power, but mysteriously before Malenkov was elected, no, here we go. The trouble with free elections is you never know who's going to win. So Comrade Malenkov had the system changed to one that was more representative, and then 3 days later the old premier tragically fell out of a window onto some bullets. So this is the way we vote now.
Sad. So sad. It happens so often.
It happens so frequently. I mean,
so
people
often.
need to look at the security around windows and ammunition storage. Really?
I think. Yeah, I mean, we need a committee to look into bullet
the
bullet
death of Conrad
gravity.
Malenkov. Yes.
Yeah, bullet gravity related deaths. It's a horrible thing. Jamaica-stan is a great name for a...
Jamaica-stan. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm still writing it. I'm writing all of the things I'm going to get the committees to discuss, because the idea is I'm going to give them 3 options, and it forms like a spider diagram of like, if they choose option A, it goes, the next one's this, option B it's this, option C it's this, and then it all interlinks together.
Yeah.
So depending on how much the players fuck it up or don't fuck it up, we're getting distracted talking about my thing.
No, that's fine. Because I'm going to bring up my one now. I'm going to bring up my vampire one.
You bring up yours.
Yeah, so
which I'm crewing for.
Yeah, will there be a not Rasputin on the crew? I hope so.
Maybe, possibly, perhaps. Depends.
I hope there's magic.
There probably won't be. I'm probably going to run it in a sort of like the grounded Soviet Union, not Soviet Union, grounded people's state.
Yeah, you're getting there. So my vampire stuff's going on. I'm waiting on dibs on Minister of Windows and Puncture Wounds. Well done, Gibby. I love it. I can always count on you, mate. The vampire one, I'm waiting on. So there is a World of Darkness company, By Night Studios. I did a Kickstarter and backed them to get their rules for their LARP and stuff. So that was meant to be with me in July. I'm still
You haven't got it
waiting.
yet, have you? Yeah, I figured that was where this was going.
But the thing is that I've got NPCs down, I've got the plot down, I've got everything down that I need to do, which is fine. So I can give someone their NPCs immediately. I can give someone their role as a Justicar for the Conclave and all of this. So there's no issues there. And the thing I'm planning on doing is this is the main LARP that's going to then lead into the little local Southampton LARP.
Local stuff, yeah. Yeah,
so people will take that plot, come back to Southampton, and then it will lead in from there. And then it will go on and on and on. And then next year, same sort of time, I'll do another one. And it should be a good laugh. And it'll be, if you want to play, you can make up a character. And if you want an NPC, you should be able to NPC as well. And the hostel that we've got, I think, can hold 100 people as well. It has private rooms in it as well. So if it's a couple and stuff, you can have both. Is there a first LARP you two want to try out? Oh yeah, we should probably talk about what we're actually doing.
We should talk. Yeah, that's why I feel bad for derailing it to start with.
So that's fine. So the point behind all of this.
How professional we are, Steve. Like we started. How long ago did we start? I'm trying to look at the time. 23 minutes ago. And we had to talk about.
Well, we started a little bit. We did a little bit, then we got distracted. So the point of all of this is for us to go and visit LARPs, not just in the UK, but all around the world. We want to travel just to go LARPing, basically. I love it. Digby loves it. So why not do this sort of stuff with it? So I've set up a spreadsheet for me and Matt to look at. For me and Digby to look at. No real names.
You're fine. If people donate to me on fucking Twitch, they get my name anyway, because I've yet to unlink my PayPal.
Ah, right, okay.
So, yeah.
So the point is that we can go and do all of that. Please go to the Crazy Good Warhammer one.
Is that the 40k one?
Yes.
I know there's a 40k one out. I kind of want to go to that as an Imperial Guardsman.
Because
I think that would be fucking hilarious.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a document so people can...
add in ones that they think we should try.
Well,
yes,
so basically it will be a... Helen, do your thing. Thank you. Ryan did it! Ryan was there first! Ooh. I hate it when people come along and try to spam you with that sort of shit. So I'm going to create a document. So if you say, I think you should go to My God, Ryan's on it. So deleted the message, timed them out, banned them. It's so fast.
Well done, sir. Well done. I applaud you. I applaud you for your efforts.
No, the fantasy one with steam tanks and Skaven on Doom wheels. Is that the one in Poland? I think that's the one in Poland, Jazz. But what I'll do is I'm going to create a document that you can fill out, and you can say how many people they normally get, where it is, what website it's on as well, so that when I go and have a look at the responses, I can then add it to our spreadsheet, so we can then plan journeys and we can plan like finances behind it all, so we can do a thing where we can say, look, we really want to do this, we need help to do this. If we can get a couple of £100 each, that'll pay for a flight and our flights out there, and things. So yeah, so these are all things that we want to do. A first one that we want to do, I will say as well, size doesn't matter.
Yeah. We'll play anything that literally is... Yeah, well, as usual, Steve, it's not size, it's where you stick it.
This is true.
We will play LARPs for 4 people all the way up to like 400,000. If you could find one that's like the size of a small country, we'll go to it.
Giggity. Thank you, Boothroyd. I appreciate that one. I think that's it, isn't it? So there's one that I've actually covered on the channel before called Rising of Chaos, which has about 30 people go. That's local down here. It's in the New Forest. For 2 Chaps Go Larping, will you both be wearing chaps?
Maybe if we go to a cowboy-themed one, perhaps.
I would like to do that. So, I mean, there's that one in Spain, isn't there? But that's stupidly expensive, and you're essentially paying to rent stuff out. But I can have a chat with, the people we met in Copenhagen, really. I can have a chat with Arends and people to see if they know of anyone. Of course, because Isabel as well in Poland, she is starting up her own LARP as well.
Yeah, that's true. We could go to. I've never been to Poland. We go to Poland for a LARP. Sounds fun.
Yeah. So, if we can get a 400,000 LARP, let's recreate the battle for Middle-earth. Could you imagine?
To be fair, with Epic Armory's new range, you could definitely do that. Cool shit with that.
Yeah. So yes, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we can do. So, like Concord is high up on my list, and
one in
Australia.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's in Perth. So they are just about to break the 300 player mark. In like 2 years, I think they've gone from 100 players and they've trebled in size. So they are flying. They are doing so well.
They do really well.
We also get the chat I did with Luke from Concord. We came up with the greatest analogy for Jazz as well, where it said that Jazz had turned up to play her Calavasia Empire for the first time. Her kit is outstanding. And then you get me stood next to her, and I look like the sort of person where people would look at and go, so did you find like the little homeless person down the road and you brought them along to LARP? That's how it...
The thing is, all LARP kit's aspirational, right? Because I look at Alf's kit next to some other people's, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, I've made no effort at all.
I'll correct you on that one. It's not Empire, it is.
Yeah.
Other LARPs, it's not. It's very much your LARP. If you're coming into this, your kit has to be perfect.
Yeah,
so,
I kind of found that. My LARP's pretty good with it. I mean, I turned up to the first Hoist game that I went to, so game 2 of Hoist. I wasn't going until like 2 days before. And then a player ticket came up, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll try Hoist. Bearing in mind that since then... My other half's at work. Since then, I bought a full navigator's setup for an 18th century mariner, which includes 2 charts, a set of calipers, an octave.
Wow.
Yes. The governor.
The governor.
The governor.
So you had the English-speaking Polish one is called Zweihander. I don't know what is. I'll have to message Isabel and ask what her one is, and then I'll have a chat with her, see if she can help in any way.
I'd like to do one of the Chaos League ones.
Oh,
but they are
really well. That's
expensive.
Sahara is Chaos.
So I'd love to do Sahara.
Sahara looks amazing.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, Sahara is literally you are flown out to Tunisia.
It's Tunisia, and then you go from.
You're put into you get 2 nights in a hotel to acclimatise.
2 nights in a 5-star hotel in the centre of Tunisia.
Then you're put onto
which is
a
a
camel.
1930s hotel.
Then
and then you load into a
camel.
bus and go to Duz.
Yeah.
I think it is. Which is an oasis in the southern part of Tunisia, and then from there, it is camel-borne, and you have to carry all of your kit in an authentic 1930s manner. So if it doesn't fit into a 1930s rucksack, you ain't taking it with you.
They're running 7 runs of Sahara back to back next year.
I'm not surprised because it's so popular. I was in the draw and I was drawn for a ticket for Sahara, but I couldn't make the finances work.
Yeah, same.
But for this, excuse me, I would absolutely love to go with 2 Chaps Go Larping because it would be. I don't know if they've got set characters. I think they might do.
They do, yeah.
I've never done a LARP with a set character before. I've always been able to make up my own, so it'd be an interesting change of pace for me.
Yeah, because it's based on a semblance of. Oh no! Sahara's the Call of Cthulhu thing.
Yes, it's
so
it's
it won't be. It'll
Miskatonic
be
University Call of Cthulhu
It'll
stuff.
be make up your own, and then Miskatonic is the one set in the actual university, which is also meant to be phenomenal as well. But I mean, I can have a chat with the prequel. So I can have a chat with them. I'll chuck them an email, and I'll have a chat with them to see if they'd happily reserve us 2 tickets at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
I have to double check with work whether I can go to Tunisia.
Well, we'll wait and see.
I don't think it's on the list, but I'll double check and see.
But yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with it because there are so many LARPs out there. I know there's we got a place called Hut Wood up by where literally 10 minutes away from where I live, and there's a LARP there that has 8 people.
See, I love small scale shit like that. That's really cool.
I think I would love to do something like that, and I think because the whole point of this isn't for us to turn up and go, look, we're going to this wonderful big 3,000 strong LARP here. Look at Empire. Look at this amazing.
We just want to go and do LARP.
We want to LARP.
That's why I said we'll do everything that's literally just the pair of us up to 4,000 odd participants.
Yeah, there are LARPs in Italy, and it changed.
Yeah, so do I, Ed.
Yeah, sure. LARPs. There's a few web pages dedicated to LARPing, so yeah. The problem with those websites is they're not up to date. So there's a lot of things that don't make sense. There's that one in the caves in Kent. Yeah, there's the Cthulhu one in Kent, which is based on the big Warhammer one is in Russia. Okay,
well that's out then.
That's gone.
No, can't do those.
Damn. There must be.
I can't do those.
There'll be something else. I mean, we're going to get to have the fun look at all of these sorts of things. The good thing we'll do as well, I think it would be nice. So, like for example, I use Rising of Chaos. There's a Warhammer 40k up by Dundee called No Rest for the Wicked. We'll have a look at that. Once I get this form. See, I should have done it already, but I didn't think of it.
Put them in the chat.
Yeah. So
put ideas you've got in the chat, and we'll manually update it, and then we'll do.
Well, to be honest,
you can submit ones.
If you're in my Discord, I have created a channel called 2 Chaps Go Larping. Chuck all your links, everything in there. It's near the bottom of my 700 channels.
Memento, if that comes off, tell me because I want to play that. That sounds amazing.
That's awesome.
That sounds amazing. You will win brownie points if you can get it on a heritage railway on trains that are moving.
No, well, there's the Watercress line where you can rent out the train and it runs that, and they do that. But that's like what, a couple of hours. So.
No, what I mean is you run it down to one end, you turn the engine around, you go back again. Because I LARPing on a moving train, like a 30s LARP on a moving train, sounds like such a cool thing.
Oh yeah, it really, really does.
I've had another idea for a LARP using a moving train.
So, Two Chaps Go Larping is at the bottom of the Hefty Fam category. So if you get to LARP help, it's just above that as well. It's marked as new. So it should be. So yeah, anything basically, just chuck it in there. Enter Poirot Digby. Something like that would be really good fun.
I genuinely think that would be like amazingly good. If only for like the level of immersion. I mean, the idea that's just popped into my brain using a moving train is a LARP around being conscripted to fight in a war and going from your home to the depot. Just being on a train and meeting everyone who's going to the depot with you.
That'd be
good.
good.
That would only need to be like 6 hours long, but you could literally do what do you do in civilian life? Where are we going? What do you think of the conflict that we're having? And you could literally play that through. And it would literally it would be a parlour LARP on a fucking train.
That'd be good. That'd be good. Snowpiercer the LARP. Dawn said that there was there's a Lord of the Rings one as well. So I'm having to do a bunch of LARP admin, but I'll see if I can find the link before I start finalising my painting tonight. Good to hear you're back to painting, Dawn. That's good. Yeah, there's loads of stuff. He's been bringing up for a while, but if it actually comes off, I'll get everything over to you. That's awesome, Maury. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, please do.
But,
I have absolutely 100% come play that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, one of the things that I'm doing for the Make-A-Wish is Patrick's going to run a Call of Cthulhu game. So one of the things I do want to do for this Make-A-Wish one is to get people to dress up a little bit for the tabletop game. Because I think that'll be a lot more fun.
Yeah, it'd be great.
It'll get a lot more people involved. And it'll be more of a giggle, I think. Could be a neat idea for a bigger scale thing. Go from the train, get some old buses to the trenches, spend a while in the trenches.
I know a guy who owns a World War One trench network, and I have thought about running a World War One LARP there. The problem is that I can't get away from my inner reenactor being like, the kit's got to be perfect. And I'm trying to kill that mindset. Well, hey, Ed, you talk about this. I had a separate discussion about someone doing something like that in Vietnam, using Eversley's Vietnam firebase and literally just calling the LARP firebase and just living in that firebase for a weekend and fighting off, because you wouldn't even need that many crew. You would just need like a couple of crew with AKs out in the woods firing at you.
That would be good. We'll up the military,
Asphodel as well.
Comms,
looks really good.
And eat rubbish. Can name it after my on it. Hanson Wireless. Yeah. I think I got a miss. There's a Greek mythology one I want to go to next year.
That was run by the Brittlebones, like Keith, Reg, and Abby.
Abby, yeah.
And that looked really good, and a lot of people went. Did Gallon end up going to that one?
I think he did, yeah. Just had a thought as well. Something that you could do with seeing what TD's just put in about Chicago and San Francisco. Do a parlor LARP on the gangsters parlor LARP where
I would speakeasy.
Yeah, but you've got like the heads of all.
You're doing like a sit down.
Yeah, like you've got the heads of all the different gangs.
Oh yes,
set in Chicago. So you've got all of the gang heads, stuff like that, and everyone. You're coming in and you're negotiating everything that's going on. But obviously, then the plot would be. It was just a simple thing. It was someone from a gang would come in and just go, yeah, this person's just attacked. They've just whacked Tiny. I don't know where Tiny the name came from, but it's out there now. They've just whacked Tiny, and all that. Or
look at Joe's dead in the alley.
Yeah,
who killed him.
There's this blokey over here. They've just stolen this shipment of drugs. So yeah, this is all gone. So we can do. Oh fucking hell! I want to do this.
I kind of want to do that.
That sounds really cool.
The problem for that is venues, because you need like an old bar that you'd have to kind of rent for the evening, right? Or you need to find a house that looks sufficiently 1930s and turn it into a speakeasy.
To be honest, if you found a pub that's big enough like that, and you said to them, right, I want to do this. If your staff can dress up in like this sort of attire,
this sort of
we will throw you, say, like this many thousands of pounds to have the bar, and then everyone will buy all the drinks, and then they will buy drinks and food at the venue. So you could just do that for an evening. So
you could,
start at 3:00 on a Saturday, finish at 11:00. I don't know if I know a place, but it's all the way up here in Scotland. Don't care. Let us know.
We'd go up for that.
We really, really would.
I'll be honest with you,
really
I think
good, yeah.
What the point we need to get across for two Chaps Go Larping is that I don't want to say that we'll attend the opening of a draw if it's got a LARP focus on it, but we're looking for pretty much anything LARP that people suggest.
Yeah.
And we'll go and cover it because we both love the hobby. Steve's a veteran of it. I'm pointing up because you're above me on my Discord. Steve's a veteran of it. Hold on.
I'm to your right.
Steve is a veteran of it. Yes, there we go. I'm pointing the right way. Steve's a veteran of it. I'm a newbie. So we've got two different perspectives on LARP. As in, Steve's been doing it for... How long have you been involved in the hobby for?
Too long.
Yeah, there we go. I've been doing it for Nightmare. This year will be my 3-year anniversary being a LARPer.
Nice.
3-year or 2-year anniversary of being a LARPer.
Do you want to hear what anniversary it is as well?
No, it is 3 years because I would have been 3 Nightmares.
Yeah. Dumnonny Chronicles is a good one to go to. Yeah, we'll have a chat with Rich about that because I know he goes. Hire an old social club or a pub with a sufficiently aged function room.
Yeah, that I think would work.
Yeah. Do you want to know what the other anniversary is today?
What?
Today is literally my 2 years as a Twitch affiliate.
Is it?
Yeah.
Congratulations, sir. I subscribed earlier, otherwise I would subscribe now.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting behaviour.
Show this man money.
Throw bits.
He puts it all back into the hobby through helping other people, so throw money at him.
I was just linking DC Good Time crew and that. I mean, anything really. We just want to. I mean, I know that in London there's another vampire game that happens one evening, and I can have a chat. I think I know the people running it. I think that it's changed hands a few times, but if it's the people I think it is, then it's a good game. If it's still the person I think it is, it's going to be shit. And I'd rather see the guy get run over by a truck than be in the same room as him.
Tell us how you really feel, Steve. Don't mix your words.
When do I ever mix my words? A LARP I'd love to do is early colonial period. A bunch of religious dissidents trying to survive in a completely different life environment.
You're talking about doing like the Mayflower the LARP, New England the LARP.
New England the LARP.
That would turn into like you end up with like Salem style witch hunts by the end of the first event.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying is a bad thing. That sounds bloody great, but you. Yeah, I think that's got legs, but I think I'd go play it, but kind of, that's very much I'd play it out of curiosity.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a project going on that I'm aware of as well, which is being built to rival Empire.
Okay.
Which I'm very excited about. I can't really talk too much about it because it's still very early planning. But that looks amazing. I know the people who are sorting it all out, and it's going to be epic. It's going to be really, really good. So that's going to be fun. I want to go to the... what was that said? Early colonies were just a bunch of religious minorities who didn't like the Catholic/Protestant kings. This is true. Would be uncomfortable without considering representing the Native American experience.
The problem with that is it's really difficult to do in a sensitive way. Because Flying Lead has this issue of being a game based in the Old West without any Native American representation. And it doesn't suffer for it not being represented because it's written into the law that the American government stopped being shits to the Native Americans and just let them be.
Okay. I think it's a case of just speak to people.
Yeah.
And see what is said.
Just basically, the way that it's written into Flying Lead is, if you are of Native American descent and you want to do that, go for it. If you're not, don't.
Yeah, basically.
Because there's no way that you'll do it sensitively. Because it's basically, it would be like me turning up to an event and pretending to be a black man. Like, me turning up to an event and pretending to be a Native American is the same thing, basically. So, just don't do it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of, that's the point, a lot of Wild West stories gloss over, romanticize this stuff. Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be spoken about, and there are people in a much better position than we are to speak to. So, representatives or members of said tribes.
Of the affected tribes, exactly.
Yeah, so, so I don't think that would be too difficult, but it's just a case of do your research and speak to people involved.
Yeah, I mean, this is because of the way that the Flying Lead universe is set up, that's the only way I'm comfortable wearing a US cavalry uniform. Because in the universe that Flying Lead exists in, they weren't riding around burning down villages.
Yes. Yeah.
In the universe that Flying Lead has happened, the cavalry are actually the good guys, as opposed to being the fucking bad guys in the real world.
Well, I suppose if that's how they've been written, so canon is different to real world history. So I suppose it's just putting that stuff out there.
Real world history diverges at Little Bighorn.
Yes.
As in, the battle at Little Bighorn, where Custer gets his arse handed to him, is the catalyst for the US government to go, whoa, we should probably rein back our policy against Native American tribes. Don't call Goodspring a good guy. Don't you out my plans for the last episode of last episode of Flying Lead here, Bolam?
We're dangerously close to those. Yes, we are close to that as well. We've all experienced those sorts of people, and I'll be grateful if those people weren't in LARP or changed their ways. Yeah.
Go and play games I'm not playing.
Chronicles of Mythodia is a spin-off from Conquest of Mythodia. Runs in Germany, about half the size of Empire. Yes. So, Chronicles is where they do the plot. Conquest is where they do battles.
Is fighting.
Yeah. So that's how I've had it explained to me. I was talking to a guy from Ireland about it. So there is that as well. Want to do some ephemeral stuff with Ari, so I'll have to speak to her. So one thing I was going to say as well, the great thing about all of this is that I want to speak to the people who run the game on stream before we go, so that we can sit down and make a character with them
that will fit into the universe.
That will fit into what they're doing, and that. So obviously, like, so you can come up with your. Who was I talking? Funny enough, I was talking about you to Luke at Concord, because I said
good things, hopefully.
Oh yeah, very good thing. I said he'll come up with a character who will cause everybody to question the hierarchy of the government and everything like that. And I said it will create a lot of fun.
That's precisely what I was going for with Alfred. I basically turned up to Empire, but Alfred, when I turned up to Empire, was always meant to be a throwaway. Fuck it, this is how I learn the game. Someone will get annoyed with him and kill him off, and then I can create an actual character once I know how everything works. And now I'm in love with Alfred's character because he's such a curmudgeonly asshole, and he's so much fun to play. Like, I checked in with the Grand Master of the Rod and Shield because we've been basically butting heads continually for like 3 summits. And I checked in OC with him, and I'm like, Alfred's he's a dick. I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, it's a good game. Keep going with it. Like, OC were cool. IC fucking hates you.
Excellent. Oh, thank you.
I was told to throw money.
Hey, Crab Lord, thank you.
That's 40% done, so we've nearly got those wireless mics.
That's handy.
We're flying. This is really cool. Thank you so much. I think Age of Elephants, a one-day LARP in Surrey, can go free if you go as a monster. So I think we'd rather... Well, I mean, to be honest, I
kind of rather play.
Yeah. I think if we go back a second time, we'd monster. Yeah, I mean... The big thing about all of this is literally to show the players what they put with the crew and the people who made it, what they put into the game. and we can see what we can get out of it. TD, I tell you what. Now you've mentioned California, because we were talking about kit standards. It's apparently £7 what to play. Strengths of writing them. A lot of them rely on find out in play. See last minute changes. Yeah, but if we can get the basics down of the character, I realise I'm split between like 7 conversations now.
Yeah.
If we can get the character basics down on stream, so they can talk you through the basics of it, then when it comes to us saying, right, okay, now this is our finishing touches, that's done off stream. We just want to get the basics done with someone who knows more about it. So, like for Rising,
someone who knows how they've written it, so that we don't build something that's an anathema to it, basically.
But I could put you in touch with
much as
folks.
I like playing characters that are human grenades.
£7. So no, not going to break the bank. I completely forgot what I was talking about now. Helen, what was I talking about? I've completely forgotten. But yeah, so get that sort of stuff done. But it will be good to show everything that goes on behind. Oh, thank you, honey.
Yay! Thank you, Helen.
Drop a few.
We're halfway there. Hype train incoming. So you know, everyone else, you know what you need to do. Give us your entire paychecks. That's it. Sign everything over to us. Your house, your children, your pets. They can all be put to work. Panic, yeah, just panic. Sci-Fi Fantasy is currently a 2023. Oh, so they might have updated some of them then. So that's good. That's good to know. But yeah, I think going to these LARPs just to show off what's everyone like beforehand and stuff like that. Obviously, we're not going to do any filming during the game because it's a very
don't want to break
private thing.
Break people's immersion and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it would just be nice just to have everything in place so everybody can see how everything is gone, and we do it before, we do it after. To be honest, if we're there overnight, when we're sat by the fire and stuff as the evening's gone on, we'll have a few beers, break out the phone or something, have a quick, how's it going so far? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
And just go, yeah, it's really good. Or
quick B-roll vlog sesh.
Yeah, something like that. So it'll be good fun. It'll be a lot of fun to do. It's I'm very excited about this. But yeah, I want to do stuff to give. I put in touch with the folks. I'm scrolling back up just to see if I have missed anything. California, that was it, and the kit stuff. That's what I was talking about. So with Zan, as well. So Felon Fair, was it the Weekend Warrior? So the immersive experience, they do their kit standards. When you are going to their LARP, you have to email them a photo of you in your kit. And if it's not good enough, you can't wear it.
Yeah.
Really high standards. So
and I did actually question sort of, is this in my Alf kit? Is this all right? And he's like, yes. Can't wear those boots.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I could wear my Gambeson, and that was it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't wear anything else of my kit. So, but that's fine. If we go to do, Zan did say to us that if we were going to go out there, it's really high standards. So if you have a look at the Felon Fair. If you have a look at the Felon Fair website, it's literally all of their stuff. So show up in just the Gambeson, then sort it. I'll tell you what, Crablord, I would. I would. So Zan, are my bollocks in character enough for you?
No, it's bollock singular. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sorry. So, Zan, is my bollock good enough for you? Thank you.
No problem. No, I got to keep you grounded.
I appreciate that one. I'll cast you a brass one. Oh, don't. No. No, but something like that would be good, because he wanted to do the Robin Hood LARP, didn't he?
Yes, I did offer to be an actual English Sheriff of Nottingham, which
yeah.
I think would be fucking hilarious.
Jeez. So Agincourt reenactment was like that. Had to submit kit photos to make sure you were in the right period, kit style, and right armies.
Yeah, that's pretty standard for reenactment events.
Is it? Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a kit standard basically for if you want to do a certain time period, a certain style, and that sort of thing. There are suppliers that exist that you should avoid. And there are suppliers that are the recommended, and reenactors get really picky about stuff that, unless you were looking for it, you probably wouldn't notice. So if I was looking at a photograph of someone pretending or like attending a LARP event as a World War II infantry, I could look at it and go, "That's right, that's right, that's right. You got the wrong webbing, you got the wrong anklets." They're very particular. It's the problem that the marches have with their reenactors going, "Oh, yeah, but that's not right for a 15th century English impression." It's like, good job we're not 15th century English people then, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, this is all true. It's like Jazz has just said. It's the amount of people walking around Empire in modern outfits. I can see why. Yeah, I think Empire does a good thing though, where it is aspirational. So they accept that people are on low budget incomes, and they do need that little bit of. You give them a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and
a little bit of leeway,
and their kit will improve. I mean, we've had. Oh man, it's like what have we had recently? This year, Nike trainers, the leather top hat, the tricorn. It's some standards has been pretty shocking.
Tricorn for the league with sufficient feathers in it isn't too bad. It's not off brief for the league. It's not on brief either, but it's not off brief for the league.
No, I mean, Saul, look at his hat. Or are you not talking
Saul's
about?
Hat's amazing. Is it explicitly off? All right, I don't know enough about the league brief.
It's nice not to have to hand sew anything. Tricorn is a
really?
must not wear at Empire.
I did not know that. Okay.
What, the tricorn?
Yeah, all right. Apparently it's a must not wear at Empire for any nation. All right,
yeah,
ignore me. I'm talking shit.
Yeah. Oh, were you talking about the tricorn, Dawn? It's explicitly off brief. Yeah. Tricorns have been banned since the start. Kilts have been banned.
Anything that's Age of Sail, apparently. Okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Corsets have been banned. Yeah, anything like that has been banned. I got away with wearing a kilt because it was an underlayer, so I had stuff over. So you couldn't see the kilt really until everything sort of moved around and I sat down and you could see it was like all thigh kilt. But corsets are a funny one. Yeah, corset rule is a bit of a heated debate. So corsets are technically underwear. So what was originally meant to say, bodices. So there's a lot of stuff that goes on with all of these things, and so the aspirational stuff is good. I mean, at least last time where they just said the kit standard, we don't care. It's too hot to care. So it was 35 degrees. Salt's hat, for example, or Tiny's outfit are off brief for the league.
But they look so leaguish.
They do.
They look so leaguish.
Oh, I'd like to hear why, Bolan.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting one. Bodices are apparently okay according to the updated standards. League also includes the Landsknecht. Those things. So for lots of different LARPs coming up, you'll need a good baseline kit box to hit different themes. Yeah, I'm looking at investing in essentially pretty much what Rollo wore in Copenhagen.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the same because it works for basically
everything.
Everything, yeah.
Wool tunic, wool trousers. I'll have a wool banana hammock. People have different understandings around corsets, bodices, and cinching. Yeah, I know that all of these sorts of things are different cause different conversations to be had. So it's up to PD. Well, it's up to whatever LARP runs it, really. At the end of the day, I was told the Tudor doublet was not allowed, and that was the only V-shaped at bottom that was slightly different to the 15th century one. Okay, so is that what Tiny's got? I, of course, don't agree, because I gave Salt the hat, and Will looks marvellous. He's alright. That's people I see in every nation where I'm like, that's off brief. My head, then I move on. Like, I would prefer it if people were more on brief, and it's not really going to affect my enjoyment of anything. This is true. I mean, as long as it's not like a tricorn or a massive top hat, I don't really care. Or I'm not seeing a pair of trainers, then it's fine. Yeah, PVC trousers as well. It's like, yeah. Sometimes they look alright, sometimes they look atrocious. The league brief, being a narrow 10-year-old gendered mess, gets mildly ignored a lot. But Tiny's got a Tudor cut doublet and Salt's hat pinned up like a cavalier.
Thing is, they fit in with the nation and it looks really good.
Medieval linen shirt, not the laced frilly things, but the basic ones will cover a huge period of themes, from Roman to Tudor. Then I go, and people are in PVC trousers. Yeah. I just prefer not to have the pressure to wear a bodice, creep into the Dornish brief, but that's me. Big old conversation. Yeah. These are all big conversations that need to be had. Funnily enough, I've been chatting to Claire Evans today, who is
head of conduct.
She is essentially integral to PD in lots of different roles, and we're sorting some things out. I've got a lot of projects in the pipeline with her.
Yes, you do, don't you? Which I will not talk about because I don't think I'm allowed to.
Yeah, not allowed to talk about. So I've got a lot, but apart from that as well, there's lots of other projects as well with that. So yeah, absolutely get there. I spotted a few creeping in every seat. Yes, there's lots of bad kit that's been creeping in, but as players at Empire, we're not allowed to criticize people.
Yep,
that is the egregor's job. That is a ref's job. So I know there's a lot of people out there saying it is not the egregor's job. It literally is. It's literally on their brief of what the egregor should do, is there to encourage people to stick to the brief. So I seriously recommend ghillie shirts then. You can get them online, decent prices and in all kinds of materials. Yeah, I'm going to have to start looking for a lot of kit for myself.
So I'm lucky enough in that I was living historying before I started LARP. So I've got base layers for
days.
Viking-y medieval-y shit. 19th century, 18th, 19th century shit. Early 20th century. The interwar period. And World War II.
Yeah, the ghillie shirts are nice, Highlands. I do like ghillie shirts. I think I've got one somewhere. So, but it's not in the right material, if that's the big thing. So, Pete said, can't criticise, but can certainly draw a blank face and say, yep, that's certainly a look. So, example is, I get people messaging me a lot to say, is this on brief? Does this work? And 9 times out of 10, I will say no. I say, have a look at this, read this, and then I'll give them a picture of something that is on brief, and they say, oh, okay, that's cool, and then they work with it. Every now and again, someone will turn around to me and say, well, I want to wear this, so I'm just going to wear it, and I'm just like, okay, you'll be told by
but the egregor's going to take issue with it.
Yes, yeah. So it does happen. Didn't mean to send a link. Oh no, it's all fine. Links don't appear anyway. But yeah, that's the Patreon again. If anybody who believes in this project and wants to support us to do it, it'll be a wonderful thing to do.
People have me questioning as to whether my kit's actually on brief for Wintermark now. I think it is.
Yeah, yours is fine. Yours is Steiner. You're Steiner, aren't you?
I am a Steiner.
You just need a little bit more bling.
Yeah,
Oh no,
that's it.
you've got bling, so you're fine.
I've got 2 rings and a lot of necklacey shit.
Yeah, you're fine.
I probably need more rings really, but
yeah, I mean you're totally fine. There's no issues.
Mainly checking the leg wraps thing as to whether the leg wraps are.
They are winter mark. That's fine. I think leg wraps are good for a lot of the nations because they just help keep things out of the mud as well.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, burping away. Yeah, I think that's a lot of things, but I need to. Well, perhaps if I put some, I'll keep saving. We'll have a thing where we've both got some money spare, and we can go and have a look at some basic bits of kit. And but then again, if I go and buy any kit from Felon Fair, I'll save a few £100, and I'll go and buy a tunic from them. That'll be it. That'll be all I can afford there. So very expensive, but very nice. Very nice stuff. I mean, Zan's kit was stunning.
Really, really good.
Really good. So we tried to persuade him to come to Empire. He wasn't overly interested.
I don't think he was. I mean, I still need to message. I've forgotten his name, Rolf. I still need to message him. Not done it yet. But I'd love to get him on the stream and talk about his work. Oh
yeah, definitely. Well, this is one of the things I was saying is that I would love for us to go back out to Denmark to go and see them at their at the village and do some stuff, do some fighting. I could finally get around to having a scrap with Rolf with the Danax. Yeah,
fighting with a Danax. I'd love to see that.
So we'll just batter the shit out of each other, and I think that would go well. Yeah. So I've started to edit all the talks together. I've separated them all, and I thought, I'll have a little listen. Their audio is out by 1.5 seconds on everything.
Oh, really?
So I've got to cut it and then shift the audio a bit and then recut it. Yeah.
Is that just the way that's recorded, or is that the stream that's done that?
It's Twitch has done it. So on stream it was fine.
Yeah.
Download it, audio is out by a good second and a half. So
that's so annoying.
There's a really awesome looking event coming next year being put on by the Felon Fair people called War of the Barons. This coming February here in the States. Ooh. Are you in my
Barons War is really interesting.
Digby, you need to make a 2 Chaps Go Larping channel in yours.
I will do.
Yeah, because then we can get it then we can have both of them, and then we put the links in that, so we'll have it all there. But yeah, Lord Weeks, if you chuck it into either mine or Digby's, then yeah, we'll have a look at it, because that sounds fun. That does sound like a lot of fun. LARP admin 95% done. Awesome, and then you can get onto the drawing. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I think that we are good to go with. I mean, over in the UK anyway, definitely. To be honest, it's a case of you've got a tent and we'll have air beds and stuff like that. So there's no issues with a lot of kit for us. It's just going to be find ones to go to. Where should I send the link for you chaps to look at it? Well, that's my Discord there. Do you want to chuck a link to your Discord? Bolam.
Yes.
Or Bolam's there. Bolam, could you send Helen a link to Digby's Discord as well for me? I know I'm putting you to work. Just be lucky I haven't modded you yet. The threat is always there. I've
been threatening to mod Salt for about 2 years at this point. I'm gonna do it one day when he least suspects it.
No, I've been. So we were talking about it, wasn't it? I've been really lucky with my mods and everything because my Discord runs itself now, and I've got Dawn as head mod. Does a wonderful job because there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
We get messages in our mod channel going, everyone all right?
Mine has got. I mean, we have the occasional issue with the occasional person.
Yeah, but that's just Salt.
Should know much fucking better and still does stupid shit.
Yeah.
But It is what it is.
It is
It is what it is.
Yeah, we've got two very wonderful Discords. We really do, to be honest. Yeah, we'll have to. And the good thing as well, something that I was... don't go away my secrets, you gobby git. Yeah. Sorry, Don. See, something that I think would be really nice to do as well is if we say... So if we say Rising of Chaos in the New Forest. So we're going to go down to this event. It's at these days, at this time, blah, blah, blah. If people want to come along...
Yeah.
And come along and do it with us, more than welcome. More
Absolutely.
than welcome. We need a cameraman.
Yep.
See, that's something else as well, is that if all of this goes well and we do get some money in, I would love... join the Discord. Which channel should I throw it into? If you scroll down to... It's literally called Two Chaps Go Larping. Larking? Yeah, larking. You've got...
we are larking about, yeah.
You've got the Hefty Fam in a category, and then just scroll down. I want to check something to get something right. Claire Evans has been game director since end of 2022. So yeah, there's a Two Chaps LARPing channel in there. So you just have to scroll down a little bit. So, but yeah, Felon Fair is something I would like to get out to. Maybe get Zan on to have a little chat with him and just say, right, what kit do you think would be good for this? And because he offered us free tickets as well, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he offered us.
Yes.
He has offered us free tickets whenever we wanted to go. So,
I'd love to go to the Barons Wall. Barons Wall sounds great.
Cool. Thank you, Lord Weeks. That's awesome. Yeah, the Barons one does sound like it could be quite fun. Robin Hood
Take my longbow with me.
You could. Wow.
Take my longbow with me.
Good luck getting that one into the country.
I think it'd be fine. It's 25-pound draw weight. It's not like it's a weapon.
Is it? How long is it though for your suitcase?
Well, it's a longbow. It's about 6 foot.
Yeah, would it get in your suitcase? Or was that carry on?
Probably oversized baggage. Yeah.
Well, there we go. Surprisingly easy to drive weapons across.
If you could drive it across the Atlantic for us, then let's do it, Pete. Because we'd be flying to... Was it Maryland? Wasn't Maryland, was it?
What, for Felon Fair?
Felon Fair. Was it California? Was it West Coast?
Yeah, it was West Coast, California.
Right.
So, because he does stuff... Because he does a lot of stuff all over. I think he was planning something in Vegas, just outside Vegas at one point. Because Vegas came up in conversation. So there was a lot of things that he had planned. He was just a really nice guy, really grounded. He was
really, really, really good to talk to as well.
And he's not interested in money or anything like this for himself. It was more interested in... He wanted to create a legacy where Felon Fair would continue. Not so much his name, but Felon Fair would continue.
The actual company itself, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he wanted. You have son, more son, car exhaust son, and eventually, the 200 plus mile an hour hurricanes. Yeah,
100 plus mile.
So, yeah, gotta love California.
Hollywood is getting blown away by wind. Hollywood.
Yeah. See, I would love to do that. I would love to go there because I've got a friend of mine, Jasper. They live in Los Angeles. And
yes,
they high speed rail.
I know it well.
High speed rail, but you've got hurricanes as well. A Felon Fair shop itself is in South Carolina. See, there'd be loads of stuff. There's loads of stuff to do. It would just I'd love to have a chat with Jasper about like going out because I know there's Twin Masks is in America, which is one that I fancy doing. But the problem with a lot of these LARPs that we have a chat, like when we spoke to Zan, was it's all political.
Yeah.
There's too much politics in LARP. I mean, LARP itself has been politicised anyway because of the January 6th stuff in America. because they refer to all of these like wannabe military bods as LARPers.
LARPers.
So LARPers got a bad name anyway, but it's sad that LARP has become that over there because for us it's completely different. So
it's completely different in the UK.
Man, screw the Jan 6s. Yes, very much.
Just bitch and moan about the results of your election like the rest of us.
If you're coming over here, try the week-long event in Canada. Yeah, Bickerleen. Yep, already.
I'd like to go Bickerleen. Joint does Bickerleen, and they really enjoy it. I'd love to do Bickerleen. Yeah.
As Joint's Canadian though, isn't he, or American?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Transitioning.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Which?
So.
She.
She. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, well, get in touch on that. Yeah, we'll see about going out.
Yeah, I'd love to do it because we know people over there, so we can kind of meet up with people. And also, I've never been to Canada, so I'd like to go to Canada.
No, because I'd like to, because Liz and Scott, who did the LARPs TV series.
Oh, right, are they over there?
Yeah, they're in Montreal.
Okay.
So it would be really cool.
Oh, they're in the French bit of Canada.
Yeah. So it would be good to get everyone, all a massive big. Oh, here we go. We'll have to do that. A massive Bickerleen contingent out there, and then go and show them. Well, I would say we'd go and show them all how to drink. I'll go and show them all how to drink.
And I'd collapse and die in a trench somewhere. Yeah.
You'll be in bed by 9. Oh dear, Digby's far too Digby to end up in the French Quarter. But yeah, I think Bickerleen would be a good shout.
To be fair, if I ever flew into Montreal, they'd immediately throw me out because I'd be like, I'm in sore loser Canada. I think you'll find we are French Canadian. Yeah, but what's the second part of that? Well, Canadian, which is under the British crown. Oh right, so you're Canadian then, not French Canadian.
Bonham's just said, "I rest my case." He's got a point.
Wasn't disputed that I was going to do it though, was it? But
Bickerleen is 8 hours away from Law Weeks. Jeez, you forget everything is just. But that's like
the United States is big.
That's just like a trip to the shops, though, isn't it? I'm just going to go and do some shopping. Which one? Oh, we're just going to drive like 6 hours. What are you going to pick up? Well, I want an Uzi, I want a Tech 9, and I want a Scar Heavy.
I've heard that they've got a good sale. They've got a sale on at the moment on 40mm grenades, and I want to stock up just in case the government comes to take my guns.
Yeah.
Damn government!
They took our jobs!
They take our guns!
They took my job. To any American watching, this is fucking hilarious. Oh dear.
I love this whole sort of, I got to defend myself if the government comes. It's like, cool, you've got a single shot AR-15. How is that going to protect you against a predator drone strike?
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
I was reading about Canadian Gaelic the other day, which is pretty interesting. That is interesting. Oh dear. The USA is very big. Most of that space is the Great Plains and Great Basin where nobody lives. That's what they want you to think. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a bit of a tangent. I was watching Doomsday Preppers on Netflix, and some of those people in America are mental. They are absolute. But we have our own mental people over here. Believe you me,
we do.
We really do.
The thing is, our mentalness kind of it manifests in a very different way because in the United States, when the pandemic kicked off and was like in full swing, they ran out of small arms ammunition because everyone was buying it for the apocalypse. Whereas here, we ran out of toilet roll.
Yeah, bullets, bog roll.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Of the two, I know which one I'd much rather possess.
I've just had a thought as well, Digby. What we could do on the
post-apocalyptic LARP idea: bullets and bog roll.
Bullets and that would be so good, wouldn't it?
It's
That'd
such
be hilarious.
A good name, isn't it? Yeah.
There's a highway off-ramp in Detroit, Michigan. That's just directly to the Canadian border, and you have to go through Canada to get back to the States. That's amazing.
That is good.
That's really cool. But isn't there a billboard? Isn't there a billboard in Detroit though, which is literally they don't put anything on it because it's just shot constantly.
Yeah.
It's just bullet holes. And I know there's a place in Texas like that as well. Oh my god! Do you want to hear the funniest bit of news I read in Texas today? It was so good. Have you seen Roadhouse?
Yes.
Literally that. Just without the bouncers kicking the crap out of people. It's literally a town in Texas hired 10 times the amount of law enforcement needed for this small town. And last year, the town made $1 million. Sorry, the chief of police made $1 million in speeding tickets and parking fines.
Because they've got all the officers to police it.
Yeah, the department's been disbanded and the guy's been sacked. That's the only reason I read about it. So there's a literal Noah's Ark built to approximate scale in Kentucky filled with animal models of what they think was on it. That's something else. I can imagine. Hi, Joe. We also ran at a TP in the States. See, for me, America's always going to be... oh, fuck's sake, what's it called? Super Troopers. That's what America is for me. That's what I want America to be like anyway. Funnily enough, we looted a load of bog roll at a post-apocalyptic LARP I went to, and people became very attached to them and started nicking them off other players. Wow. But it's funny because it's true. That's what would happen.
I have had an idea to run a... I've got plenty of ideas to run games. I've just got to get around to fucking running them.
Yes.
The British government, in the event of a nuclear attack on the United Kingdom in the 80s, set up what were called local command centres, which is basically putting like the local council in charge of everything in an area in the event of a nuclear strike. And I would absolutely love to run that as a LARP event. Literally lock 40 LARPers in a bunker for 2 days and be like, people are rioting. What are you doing?
Yeah. There was
the
one that lights up with the rainbow colours, ironically just disconnected in the... Yeah. I guess that in a post-apocalyptic scenario, toilet roll and pasta would become currency. Jackie Weaver, you have no nuclear codes.
Nuclear codes here.
I think there's...
Remember us talking about that, Steve?
Yes, we were, yeah. Yeah, so the idea, the thing I've got as well is that all these LARPs that we've got, we can actually have a look at next to all of them to say, right, this is how much a flight is, this is how much a hotel is, add another £100 onto it for
spending money in
basic
like,
stuff like that. Yeah, and then so we can have all of that planned out, so we can literally budget for everything. So because it would be really good to do all of these. I think the first few we're going to be looking at UK, definitely, which will be good. Chaos Gate ran Bunker 101 in times past. Fallout base in a working bunker. Yeah, there was also...
Matt Headley K went to that. He said it was quite good.
Yeah, there was another one. There was another Fallout-based one that my mate Andy and Mark and that all went to, and they loved that one. I can't remember what it was called though. Wasteland. Yeah, so that was very good. But yeah, there's loads of things that we can do. What I'll do is I'll get that form. So when we finish on the stream, I'll get that form done. And are you streaming this evening?
I might be. It depends what time we finish and to whether I can be asked or not.
Well, I was literally going to finish in the next couple of minutes.
That works for me.
And then, so if you do want to stream, then
yeah, I probably will.
Yeah.
I need to go and pee first, but then I probably will.
Excellent. A friend of mine was accidentally invited to the follow-up Jackie Weaver meeting. Oh, that's amazing.
Read the standing orders. Read them and understand them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's loads of stuff that we can do. I mean, this was literally just to say this is what we're going to be doing, and I wanted to go. I hope everyone's enjoyed this because I wanted to go for a very different look and feel to everything. That is the Hefty Yeti stuff. So
that's what I was planning.
And it's so there's a lot of stuff like that. There's also the French Foreign Legion LARP as well.
In a sec.
Oh no, are you grabbing your
child's bladder?
Right, okay.
The one looks pretty good, but I need to pee, so we'll talk about it when I'm back.
Right, okay. For fuck's sake, you just can't take him anywhere. You really can't. There's a. I've enjoyed you. Yeah, this has been good. I've been very excited about this. It'll be really nice to. I'm looking at trying to maybe get out there and try and LARP with you guys in the future, but I've ran into another issue. When you're over here, I'm sure that everybody will in the LARP community will be able to help you, Lynn. So managed to find internet just for the end. Yes, be grateful. Yeah, the ocean, is that the issue? To go back to the speakeasy thing, would you want photos of the potential locale? Chuck it into the channel, mate. Two chaps do naked LARPs. Yeah. But yeah, we'll get all of that done. I'll get the. I can't get a passport in my name.
Can you not?
How come? Is it an LGBTQ thing? And because some states in America are dicks.
Oh, yeah, it might be.
Yeah, if you run that nuclear attack on England LARP, would you add a tidbit of lore of your Goodnight Vienna Armour Ops?
Absolutely, I would, yes.
Just into the Two Chaps channel. Yep, chuck it all in there. Chuck it all in there. We'll have a good look. Digby will have one in his Discord as well, so we can have all of that. So
in my Discord, already set up, ready to go.
Yeah.
It is under the General LARPs channel.
Cool.
Also tomorrow,
yes,
on the subject of Goodnight Vienna, I'm running a big op. It's called Strike by Night. It's based around US Special Forces overturning an illegal Argentine government in 2025. It is night visions, lasers, super special forces shit. If you want to come along, Steve, I might have a slot for you.
I'll have to let you know.
Yeah, let me know. I might do and I might not do. Depends. No, not Falklands War 2.0 Lord Weeks, because this conflict is entirely contained to Argentina itself and your United States Special Forces, not British.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I wanted to avoid Falklands 2.0.
Yeah, we got it right.
Yeah.
So why do it again? I'll ban someone to make room for Steve. I'm willing to do that. I've seen Biscuit's got a good role.
Someone has dropped out this evening, so I might actually have a slot for you. I've had a few people drop out this evening because their computers have died and that sort of thing, so I probably do have a slot. So if you want one, let me know, and it's yours.
I'll have a look. I am willing to ban Biscuit. Oh, thank you, Bolan.
Biscuit's good.
Thank you, Bolan. I appreciate it.
Leave Biscuit alone.
Biscuit or me?
He's a good lad. Don't make me choose. I mean, I'm gonna choose you, but don't make me choose.
No, I do love Biscuit. Yeah, so you've got that going on tomorrow. I've got a lot of stuff going on with Claire. I need to message everybody from Copenhagen and try to get as many of them on stream as possible, because I just need to, really.
Copenhagen Roundtable.
Yeah, something like that. I think it would be really, really good. I put the photos of all the selfies, including the one with my little stalker, where you can see the face in the corner. You can't miss it.
I fucking love that.
It's fucking hilarious. It was so funny.
No, Dolly, bad. Don't ban Biscuit.
But yeah, that would be good fun. That would be good fun to do. Need to do that. Make a wish. That's my big thing that's coming up. So 2 Werewolf the Apocalypse LARPs, tabletop games, and the Aliens tabletop game sequel, essentially. So Werewolf, I'm doing a campaign that I want to run, so I need people involved in that. So I'll do the first one. Then I'll do Werewolf the Apocalypse, but that is for women only, for femme presenting or femme only because of the amount of misogynistic bullshit that's going on. Sorry, I didn't mean, well, not a LARP, Lynn. I meant tabletop. I do apologise. So yeah, the amount of misogynistic bullshit that's going on in the tabletop community at the moment is ridiculous. So Jesse Jerdak's wife actually gave me the idea of doing this, so I am doing it. So basically, to show a lot of badass women playing badass werewolves, beating the shit out of stuff. So, and if all of my tabletop games have some of the stupid ones have a hint of reality in them. So the bad guy for this one is called Ray DeSanctis, who's the governor of Florida. Ray DeSantis. So yeah, so we've got that going on as well. Yeah, the LARP cons and stuff like that. I'm not interested in a lot of them, to be honest, because they're just bad.
If we're gonna do a panel, I'd go. But
yeah.
I'm still trying to work on Leclerc, the community manager for Armour, to do an Armour convention. If only because I get like 6 panels of that, I think it'd be great. But also, I think it'd be good for the Armour community.
Things like that would be good. I mean, I was meant to be sorting out a whole LARP awards thing for the end of this year, but I've been swamped in the surgeries and everything. It's going to put everything by the by. So I will have to get that planned at some point. So yeah, so the Make-A-Wish stuff is the big thing that I'm doing next month. So I have spaces on if you're interested in a werewolf campaign. If you are femme, then let us know if you want to be involved in that werewolf game.
I nodded as if yes, I am, but I'm not femme presenting.
No, you're not at all.
So I will shake my head. No.
So I've got 2 players for that one so far, potentially a third. So that'll be a good laugh. Then the aliens one though is going to be a lot of fun because I need to.
Great. Yeah.
I need to speak. So it's a 3-part story I'm doing again, I believe. So Pete's going to be involved. Nick's going to be involved. You're involved again, and you're going to see who you can get along. We'll see if Social will do it again.
Social will do it again in a heartbeat. I just need to see about the rest of ZF and getting them involved because it's like herding sweary cats.
Yes. So I'm going to speak to Smith as well about getting Hat Films to see if they'll do something. Obviously, with a lot more notice this time. But the plan is to do first part, second part, third part, and then have people all have certain things to do.
Yeah.
Within that. And they're just there to be fun and raise money to help kids.
Yeah.
So that's literally it. And it will be the sequel to the first part.
Okay. So it will be us clearing up our mess.
Yes. I already know. I've already planned a lot of it. And I've also got it sorted for this is where things are going. And this is where it will all go wrong because I know you lot. So,
I'm sorry. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say you're fucked.
Basically, yeah. How fucked are we? Wow. Have you seen Zulu? Yeah, just a bit more bitey.
On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd say you're fucked.
That's literally it. And
in other words, I'd say you're fucked.
I've got stuff written down already, and it's hilarious. I don't know if Helen's heard it all, but I'm literally sat here and I'm putting some notes down and I'm giggling away to myself because I just can't wait to see what people do. But I have to get sessions done and that because I'm more interested in people making their own characters this time round. I think now I've got more time. So
you still want me as
You're dead.
Creepy.
No, that's for Vampire.
Oh, what's this one?
This is Aliens I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah. You're dead, so you have to make up a new character. So you're on point 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. We've got lots of
I'm gonna be
bobs.
Frenchman's brother.
Oh.
I'm gonna be Jean. Hello there. My brother was a medic. I'm a heavy weapons specialist. I bring the boom.
But then
boom,
again,
le boom, le check. the room.
Oh, for fuck's sake. But then again, I did play in a tabletop game called All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which was essentially a zombie game, and it's so funny, and we played a military one, and everyone was referred to as their call sign, and I played a Russian heavy weapons specialist, and his call sign was Cold War.
Nice.
I took the there was a psychopath perk in it, and I took it as level 2. So basically, any time a player had their back to me, I had to think about killing them, and it was great because I was trying to do it, and I was just like, "Oh, do I want to do this?" So I was saying to the ref, saying to the GM, right, okay, so this person's got their back to me at the moment, so I pull out my sidearm and I'm pointing it at the back of their head. Because if I role-played thinking about it, then I didn't have to do a roll. So I was doing it to everyone.
Yeah.
And then when we got to the end, where the zombies are chasing us, and I'm at the back, and I flip the switch, and I turn around, and all of my squad are in front of me, and I'm bound with a massive Gatling gun, a la Predator. I literally mowed them all down, let them all get eaten, and then I locked the door as I strolled out. It was great fun.
I don't have to outrun the zombies. I only have to outrun you.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah.
That is literally it. So, but still. Anyway, we'll call it there because, you've had a piss now, but you can stream.
Yeah.
Now you can do your bits.
Well, I'm going to wait for my food to turn up that I've just ordered. I'm going to eat that and then I'll go live.
What are you going to play? Anything good?
No fucking idea. It'll be whatever I decide on. It's probably going to be squad.
Something I was going to suggest that we could do as a la part of this, if you wanted to, was what's the armor one where you're terrorists?
Anti-Stasi.
Anti-Stasi.
I think you'll find with freedom fighters actually.
No, terrorists. Definitely terrorists. But if you get something like that together, we could get a squad together, but we could literally make it a bit of a roleplay server.
Yeah, we can fucking do that. That sounds great. I'm trying to get an Invade and Annex server or a Liberation server up at the moment, which is basically the same thing, but you're the government taking over the island rather than the insurgents taking over the island. I just need to work out how to actually set it up because it's quite complex. Like, it's not needlessly, it's really fucking, like, it's a mission file that runs itself, which means there's 1,000 scripts in play, and I've got to basically set it up in a way that doesn't break it. But once I get that working, that'll probably be the next, like, big ZF and Co. do armor on a regular basis thing that we do, like Mike Force.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a standing invite to that, and we'll work it out.
Yeah, it'll be a laugh. As long as you've got a giggle and you've got stuff to throw out there, and that yeah, it'll be really, really good.
Thank you, Berlin.
Yeah, Jazz, you should come and do Werewolf. Come play Werewolf. Sounds like a blast. Not the scripting. Yeah, definitely. Remind me of this one hilarious game thing that happened where we technically combined a tabletop game and an old video game we were playing called Lancer. Oh my god, was that the one on the flying horses where you're just going left to right?
Oh, Lancer was like a mech warrior one, as in you were like a mech pilot.
That was basically just the main character from the Crazy Ivan gang. That's awesome. But still, yeah, so I hope everyone's enjoyed this, because I think this has been a good start. We'll get a form put out. We'll put it into both of the channels just to say, suggest LARPs for us to go to. Don't care how big it is. If you play in a LARP where there's only 4 of you, let us know, because I would love to come to those sorts of... I know we
Guess
would
what?
both
We're going
to
to add 30% to your numbers.
Yeah, because to be honest, if we can put it out and say to everybody, come and join us for this one LARP, and then all of a sudden it's a massive, hopefully be a big cash influx for that sort of LARP as well.
Yeah.
And it gives them something fun to do, and then we can just put it all out there. Joe Tanak's construction finished. It's 5 foot tall, almost same height as me. Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. But still. Yeah, so that's it. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for coming along to whatever this was. But this has been great fun.
It has been good. I do enjoy our chats.
This has ended the week on a high for me. It really has. I'm definitely not going to order a McDonald's now.
I'm way ahead of you. I've ordered it. I'm sat here looking at Just Eat. My estimated delivery time is between 9:20 and 9:40.
Fucking hell. If I ordered one now, mine would be here before yours.
Yeah, I ordered from a popular fish and chip shop. It takes time. It's a Friday night. People are getting fish and chips,
Yeah, definitely.
I have ordered a battered sausage, a small chips, a saveloy, a pineapple fritter, and 6 nuggets.
Nice.
Because I am a connoisseur of food that will make me fat.
Well ahead of you.
Already complimented you that that t-shirt makes you look thin. Yeah,
I've said I do look thin. We've got some good stuff on the Discord now, it seems. The other thing as well is that if this all goes well, I would like to be able to pay a cameraman to come with us and pay an editor to do this as well for us. So if you're interested in either of those things, the beard also looks proper tidy. Thank you very much, Bowden. That means a lot, mate. That really does mean a lot. Yeah, so if you're interested in either of those sorts of things, then let us know as well, and we'll add you to things. So yeah, but that's about it. So thanks for doing this, Digby. As always, mate, an absolute pleasure.
And likewise, sir, you are great to talk to and sit down and do shit with.
Wonderful stuff. I love to hear it. It's never boring with you.
No,
it's always fun.
Never boring with you either. Like Copenhagen was a fucking blast.
It was hilarious. That local beer as well in Copenhagen.
So good.
So good. Really expensive to get delivered.
Really dangerous.
Yeah. Really expensive to get delivered as well. So.
Oh really? Is it like super expensive to get it to the UK?
Yep. So buy a case of 24 for 50 quid, and it costs 50 quid to get it into the country.
You're paying import tax, aren't you?
Yep. So it's a bit shit.
You know what we'll have to do? We'll have to go to Copenhagen again, and we'll definitely not have to buy a case of beer, and definitely not bring it into the country by walking through the Nothing to Declare channel.
This is true. Yeah.
Because I would never do that.
No, neither would I. My suitcase definitely wouldn't just have beer in it.
Because walking through the Nothing to Declare channel, I'm making a legal statement that I have nothing to declare, and not that I have a suitcase full of beer.
Yeah, it was really good. Really, really good. So, yeah. So that's it. Thank you, everybody. We'll do this again at some point.
Yes.
And we'll put announcements out when we've got stuff going along. Hopefully people will follow us on Patreon with the throne stuff, because it all helps, because we're going to need it all if we want to do this properly. But yeah, any editors or camera people out there, let us know. So it doesn't matter on the country, because chances are if we come to your country for LARP, we'll be in touch. And that's so. Apart from Wind, we just want to take him for beer. He's already done his taxes.
I think I owe him one.
I
genuinely think I owe him several.
We both do. Absolute legend in the making, right there. So good, so good.
Great chat. Good man.
Still. Anyway, take care, everybody. We'll see you. Oh, should I raid someone?
Yes.
Who should we raid?
I didn't get that far.
No, I know who we're raiding. So, the Dead South banjo player. He is just the he's the loveliest man on the planet. Colton Crawford. Pardon, Abby for editing, mayhaps. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be very, very cool. Right, go and give Colton Crawford some love. He is the nicest bloke in the world. I love watching him. He's playing Outer Wilds. He is just such a decent guy.
Outer Wilds is such a good game as well.
Yeah. Right. Ready to raid in 8, 7. I always get this wrong. So I've clicked raid. It's now the countdown, and then it's when I click go raid.
So when you click go raid is when it stops, but you've got until that little purple bar at the bottom actually times out before it will just force the raid.
Yeah.
So
well, it's all done.
If you still want to say goodbye to people, you can.
Fuck off, chat.
Bye, chat. Have a good one. See you later.